Mr. Speaker, we've had a lot of really good conversations today, a lot of good discussions about a lot of far-reaching issues. We've spoken about fentanyl. We've spoken about repeated violent offenders. We've talked about rehabilitation. We've talked about incarceration. When I first read this bill, there were parts of it I disagreed with completely. I am a person who has always erred on the side of rehabilitation over incarceration. Redeeming characteristics behind this bill addressed several critical issues in the criminal justice system in Kentucky and the Commonwealth. You all know I've been a public educator for 25 years. I've worked in some affluent schools and I've worked at some pretty tough schools. Those tougher schools, I didn't feel so much as an administrator as I did as a social worker. I saw these issues firsthand every single day. I hoped, I prayed, I reached out to different agencies to look for help. Some success in some areas and failure in others. This bill, while not perfect, pushes us in the right direction. I have some major concerns about my home city of Lexington. First and foremost is our shortage of law enforcement officers. We are short quite a few. Tasking them with an issue such as this is going to be extremely challenging. If you're going to ask me, I would rather they be chasing more serious issues, the violent crimes. Lexington has had a lot of success, though, with the therapeutic approach. We've seen a 50% reduction in homicides in 1 year. That's outstanding. We have some programming to deal with the homeless issue in Lexington that's been incredibly successful. This bill allows for those programs to continue. If this bill prevented those programs from continuing, I would be against it. This bill draws a line in the sand about what we expect in our communities. We might not all agree, and we definitely don't agree where that line is, but it has to be drawn. Those homeless camps that people drive by every day, is that okay? Do the people of Louisville driving by those camps just get numb to the sight of it? Is that okay? Many people are emailing about this particular issue. The media is focusing on early versions of the bill. I've been told if you vote for this bill, you're not being empathetic. You don't have empathy for people. You don't care. You all, I've taken some hard votes in this chamber, some that cost me tremendously, personally and politically, being empathetic to people, and I don't regret a single one of them. This bill is about empathy. The status quo right now, what we have, is not okay. There's a moral imperative for us to help and reach out. There are two different approaches. The slow approach erodes communities if it's too big. This problem has to be tackled. I celebrate the efforts that are being done in Lexington. And I know a bill like this is critical for other parts of the state to rein in their issues. Mr. Speaker, I'll be voting yes today.